everybody, this is Amanda and I'm here in my kitchen. We have a lot of stuff going on. Right over here behind me you can see Brianna is peeling potatoes, getting ready for dinner. Hey Raylene, you're prompt, girl. And Brian is over here doing dishes.
Hey.
Let's say hi to Brian. And Rick is getting ready to come and hang out with me. He is actually on the thumbnail because he has promised to hang out with us tonight. Like him and Old Blue. Hey everybody. Hey Danielle. Hey Suburban Hillbilly. So we are at Destiny, Mary and Emma. Hey everybody. So we're just, can you get a shout out? Hey Cheyenne. Hey everybody. There's lots of names popping up so I can't keep up now. But so we are trying to get everything ready for dinner because I literally ran in the house and like ran a comb through my hair, and Rick's trying to get himself together, and we are just trying to get it together tonight because it's just been a busy day. We have new moderators for the Frugal Family Food Group. I think there's about 10 moderators in the group now. And oh, you had meatloaf. Yum yum. And so the moderators and I have been kind of chatting all day, and here and there we do Marco Polo. Do any of you do Marco Polo? So we have this group Marco Polo chat for the Frugal Family Food moderators where we can just ask any questions if we need to. So, wow, a potato, sausage, and corn chowder sounds delicious. Good morning in Australia. Hey, Deborah, how are you? So, anyway, so Marco Polo, we've been doing Marco Polo, and so I've seen them in 3 different vehicles today because I've been driving in 3 different vehicles. A lot. Okay. So, I've been driving all day because Ricky's car was not working, but today were the last day that you could get it checked on to get the tags done, because in our state you have to have the car inspected for the tags to be good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making sense. So so I had to go get Ricky's car taken care of, but it wasn't working, and so it was a lot of back and forth. And I barely made it to the tag office like 10 minutes before 5 to get the tags done. So praise the Lord, it is done. His car's still not really working. It passed the inspection by God's grace. Yeah, it was. I think it is emissions testing. But anyway, it passed the inspection, so we were able to get the tags, but it's still not working, so it's still at the shop. So, and then it was running around picking up people. Remember today I had to feed that family in our church. I had to make sure they had dinner, so I ran and fed them, and then I came home to you guys. So now we're trying to make sure we have dinner. So it's just one of those things. So just bear with me as we try to get ourselves together. But I didn't want to be late because we have to be off by 7:15, I think. So Brianna will tell me. She's keeping track. 7:14. Okay. So we have a little bit of time. But anyway, while I got you here, let me remind you that today is Frugal Family Food, and if you did not catch my live event in the Frugal Family Food group this morning, Tangi and I were live there, and we told everyone about today's Frugal Family Food person, which is Amy Fuel from the Fuel Homestead, or it's actually she changed it to the it's Amy Fuel / the Fuel Homestead. Well, she did a quiche today, and so if you're not familiar, I get off at sundown. I go off the internet on Fridays, and I'm off until Saturday sundown. So I just take a Sabbath break. So that's just what we do here. So I get 1 day a week that I get off the internet, and that's the day I purpose to do it. So so we go at sundown, and sundown 7:14. So anyway, so where was I? Amy Fuel. Oh, Brian's done with the dishes now, so we're in a good place. So anyway, she made a quiche for Frugal Family Food this week, and it was spinach quiche. So it is really tasty. I make frittata a lot, but the difference between, there's other differences, but they're kind of similar. But quiche has a pie crust, so it's really delicious. Did my kids take a Sabbath break also? Well,
not usually.
It depends on your definition, and it depends on which kid. So, no, I only share my personal convictions out there. This is the internet channel for me, and they're all kids, so they can make those decisions for themselves when they get older. But I do. So let's see. Originally from the Knoxville area. Okay, other thing I want to talk to you about is the menu plan. I haven't done it yet. I totally haven't done it. I don't even know what we did, where we did it. But we did have that pizza sauce that I got in my grocery haul. That white creamy pizza sauce. We made tortilla pizzas, and that was delicious. I mean, it was a 25-cent jar. Did you guys check that out? It was really tasty, and I loved it. So that was really good. That was a good buy. I might go back and get some more if they're at the same price. Let's see. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will say this. Today, though, because we were running all day, I actually did kind of a fast food dinner, and we bought a rotisserie. We're making the side dishes ourselves, but we bought a rotisserie from Ingles. It was $5.98, so that's our version of fast food. And Brianna's over here slicing potatoes. We got macaroni and cheese. We got spinach, and that's going to be our dinner for the evening. So that's kind of extra. We do occasionally eat actual fast food too, but this is our version of fast food. So, rotisserie. I don't even know if I can spell that. I'll just put a question mark next to it. That's going to be for Friday. And I'll put the tortilla pizzas for yesterday.
You know, that would be right if you just replaced the I and the R.
Replace the I and the R.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you guys can't see it yet. So, anyway, rotisserie chicken. You guys heard all the sides. I'm not going to write it all up there. So, then we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Tomorrow, I'm putting something in the crock pot. Because tomorrow, I'm going on a field trip. It is the Sabbath break, so we're just going to go enjoy a day at a local museum with our college group. And so Brianna's really excited about that, aren't you, babe? She's focused on her potatoes. But anyway, let's see. Would the sauce you use for pizza be good to use with pasta? I think it would be good with pasta. But I use pizza sauce with pasta too. I make like a pizza pasta. So I mean, it's good for anything. I thought it was really, really tasty. So tomorrow, crock-pot. So I'm just going to write crock-pot for now. Sunday, I am so excited about Sunday. I don't know if I want to say it. But Sunday, the kids are going to go to a nursing home with the church group. So they're going to be gone all afternoon, which means I'm alone with Rick, which means we're going on a date, guys. If you need some help, have Brian help you. So that's going to be a date. No meal plan there. Look at that. Yes, my life is happy. If you need help, have Brian help you. We have an issue here. Are you okay?
Her nail
I think. Yeah, her nail got caught in the potato peeler. It happens. So anyway, Monday. Listen to me. I'm pretty much going to do all crock-pot this next week because we have revival this week. Revival at our church, which means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every night we're going to be at church in the evening. So I need 4 crock-pot meals, guys. And it would be one thing if I was home during the day to cook in advance, but Monday we have our homeschool co-op. Tuesday we have college classes, and Wednesday we have something else happening. So Rick is getting old blue. He is coming. Have no fear. He's just getting himself together. He just got off work not too long ago. So I need 4 crock-pot meals. Give me some ideas, folks. I have no idea what in the world I want to make. Hamburger stew in the crock-pot. That sounds really, really good. Like, I want that right now. So I might do that tomorrow. Hamburger stew, yes. Thank you for the suggestion. And we have those really great Bubba burgers that we can use. So, and I do have beef stew meat, so we should put that on another hamburger stew and beef stew. Probably don't want to do any more stews. Maybe something, let's see. I'll do Tuesday beef stew. How about that? All right, let's think of something that's more, like, less thick. Because hamburger stew and beef stew are kind of thick, you know what I mean? I want something a little lighter. I might even do chicken soup one of those days. So, I would love white chicken chili, but I can't do that with everybody. I'm definitely going to do chicken soup one day, so we'll probably do that Monday. Chicken soup. So that just means I just need one more for Wednesday. I'm looking at all these ideas. I love black bean soup. You guys are giving me so many ideas. Okay. Balsamic chicken. What is that? Poor man's potato soup. I could do a ham and potato soup. Well, I don't have any ham. I do have sausage, though. Maybe a sausage. You know, I was going to make that soup Toscana. I should do that. We'll do that. I bet you can do that in the crock pot. Okay. It sounds like a lot of, like, potato-y stuff, though. But you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to... We'll try to have a light lunch. So I totally spelled that wrong, too. Are you taking a picture of your hand? Of your injury? Oh, I saw the flash go off. Okay, so here's what we have. Tortilla pizza, the rotisserie tonight, hamburger stew, date. Oh, I'm so happy. Chicken soup, beef stew, and soup Toscana, and that'll take us through next Thursday. And then we should be good in terms of meals. And then, whoo, it's gonna be crazy. I'm a little bit unsure how we're gonna get through this week. It's a little bit crazy. Ooh, you guys are still throwing up ideas and giving me like so much stuff. Like that teriyaki chicken idea sound. I'm gonna just put that on the side. I'm gonna put teriyaki. Don't look at my dirty kitchen. Brian's cleaning it up. Teriyaki chicken. I'm gonna put that on the board. Why am I spelling so bad? I don't know. I'm gonna put that on the side in case my face is so big. In case I kind of want something different. I might throw that in the crock pot too. So, yeah, I definitely. Bradley Pokrid says, "Hi, Brian.
Hey.
5 years ago today, Bradley Pokrid and I ran a 5K. I saw that on Facebook today. You know how they share memories? 5 years ago today, people.
Has it been that long?
I know. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, I cannot believe it has been that long.
I look like a tiny little.
Brian also ran that 5K. Did you beat Bradley or no? I can't remember.
I can't remember. I didn't run very quickly.
Bradley probably remembers. But Brian ran the 5K. Ricky and Brianna only did the 1 mile fun run. Not that I'm putting that down because I probably couldn't do that now. But look at Brianna and her cute little pineapple apron. Isn't she adorable? She said, yes, he did. You did beat her. So, the memories. I want to run another 5K. Would you guys run a 5K with me? Like, if we signed up for one and did, like, a charitable thing, would you guys come run with us? And not judge me for my poor run time? It's just for the sake of a charitable thing and for the sake of rematch. Bradley says rematch. You know, Bradley, we're going to Tennessee. We're going to Tennessee this week. Just a heads up there. So, so look at this. Brianna decided pineapple apron. No. And went with the green one.
Right up here. Look at it.
Hi, Lisa. How are you? You passed out. I couldn't do a 5K now. We actually practiced for a whole summer before we ran the 5K. So
we did. We ran like every Saturday.
No, we went Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, so it was really good. You know, at the finish line, I think they gave away free Subway subs and like bananas and other food, and it was really.
I got my face painted.
It was a really fun time, and yeah, we would definitely run for a charitable organization if we did that. And when we ran, it was a good time. It was a nice, cool morning. It was a little bit misty, raining, so it was really good weather for it in terms of it kept you cool. It wasn't overwhelming. But the one thing that I remember about it is that we had practiced on. We knew it was kind of hilly, the run that we were gonna do. But we were not prepared for how hilly it was. I wasn't anyway. They probably were. I was not. So it was like super hills to me. To me, it felt like a mountain, like I was climbing a mountain in a 5K. Because my time was like 35 minutes or something when I was just doing the regular runs on what I thought was hilly place. Well, when we actually got there, my time was like 50-something minutes. It was ridiculous. Like, I was like, I can't make this. Is this really the same amount of what is it, miles? I couldn't think of the kilometers, whatever it is. It didn't seem like it was because of all the hills. It was crazy. But anyway, let's see if I can get Rick. Are you ready? He is coming. He's coming with Old Blue. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk budgeting with you guys. Answer some budgeting questions. He's got his buddy Old Blue. He's filling her up. Excuse my hand on the side. This is live, so there's no reshoots. This is just how it goes. So I actually kind of should put the camera up higher, I think. I was trying to make sure we had the camera in a good place.
Just hold it.
Just hold it. No way. So I think it's just going to have to go down here, and you guys are going to have to get the undershot, I guess.
Okay.
So, hi, man with the blue cup.
Hello.
Here he is. The hills were brutal. Miss you, friends. Putting dinner on the table for my boys. We'll tell them we said hello. Especially that one that keeps getting so tall. This is how it goes.
Old Blue,
Okay.
yeah.
Old Blue is here.
My
Rick
cup.
is here. You need to probably scoot around a little bit. So I could probably scoot back a little further. So you can be included. So hey.
So, hey.
Rick's here. He even dressed up for you
Hello.
guys.
Hey.
Look at that. So
Yeah.
it took me forever to hike. The mountain miles they're
Hello.
rough. He has not done a 5K.
No.
He's not into the whole running. No, Rick likes.
No, I would.
He likes weights if he does working
In
out.
shape.
He doesn't do the run thing, but I love to run. Yeah, everybody's saying hello to you.
Hello,
Say
hi.
to all the people.
I have a lot of running bad experiences. Not much of a runner.
Well, you only broke your ankle once.
Huh?
You only broke your
Oh,
ankle
yeah, when I
once.
was a teenager, I broke my ankle running.
Yeah, but that's okay. Running is fun.
Yeah.
It's
No 5Ks.
not for him, but for me. Rick will not. I do want to say we're going to be at the Homesteaders of America conference, but Rick will not be there, alas. He did plan to be in attendance, but then his niece was planning on getting married, and it happened to be within the same month, and he couldn't get off work for both. So his niece
I'll be there.
but Brianna, she's...
Oh, got
Let's
the
not
knife.
stick
got
the knife over. There she is. She will be there. People were asking how you like your haircut.
I love it.
Yep. So there you go. Okay. Okay. I'm losing. I'm so bad at like the whole
Great
not
camera
having
work.
my. Yeah, I know.
Good camera work.
This is live. Okay. So if you guys have any questions for us, let us know. An 8-hour run.
Ooh. That's
I
good.
don't know very much anything I could do for 8 hours, much less run.
Sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep,
You
yeah.
do that
I don't
every
even.
night.
I was gonna say I don't do that all the time anyway.
Hello.
So if you guys have any questions for us, let us know. We were going to talk about budgeting a little bit. It's not his favorite subject though. Rick doesn't like to talk about budgeting. I'm trying to just make sure you guys have a clearer shot of us. There we go. Yeah. Because he doesn't do the budgeting for the most part.
I'll say something. Somebody get it started.
He's waiting for your questions. You're new to the channel. Well, hey, Teresa.
Hello, hi.
Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Yeah, and Brianna says hi. I'm not moving the camera again. You're going to have to come around.
I'll just...
But not with a knife. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her hand.
Ricky just got off work. Why not y'all should do things together? We do all kinds of things together.
Mm-hmm.
Will your grocery budget be going up? Probably eventually, yeah. How do you feed your family cheaper? Well, depends on what you're doing now. I guess a lot of the things that we try to show on the channel, people always say that their grocery costs are different than our grocery costs. So that's true. Different places have different prices.
Sure, that's right.
So the things that you do to cut your grocery budget aren't the specific cost savings that we do. It's the way that we do it, like shopping your pantry first, or going to a discount or salvage grocery store if you have one near you, or actually cutting your money off at a certain point and saying this is our budget and we're not going any further. Those things are the things that you can do to feed your family cheaper. It's really a commitment.
Yep.
So would you ever consider selling your house to pay off your debts? Dependent on the circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Brianna. You're banging.
Sorry, I had a potato.
I know. Let's see. We all do seafood. We like seafood, kind of. Like, I can't have shellfish.
Seafood,
And
yeah.
Ricky can't have shellfish. But we like fish.
Yeah.
We just normally can't afford it. It's normally not in the budget, alas. You can get meat and chicken, or beef and chicken.
Tuna fish.
Yeah. Much cheaper than you can fish. So,
Right here anyway.
yeah. Oh, that's true. When we lived in Maryland, we lived on the water, and it was
Right.
cheaper there. But not so much here. Here, the other things are cheaper. So, so the question was, why don't we do our budgeting together? I think we did when the kids were younger. Like, we set up a plan when everybody was younger, and now we've been doing it for so many years, we don't really do, we know our thing.
Yep.
So, let's see. I hope you're still getting your chock full of nuts coffee with Old Blue. He hasn't had that in a while.
No, just really just one time. I liked it a lot, but she found it at a good price. And
Let's see. Do you have any advice on starting to budget when you're expecting a baby? We aren't expecting yet, but we want to try soon, trying to save a little first. Do it now because once you have kids, it's not going to be easy. It's going to just get harder. So budget as tightly as you can.
National Coffee Day. Yeah, I knew that. That's it's a good one.
You're celebrating his cause.
Oh my.
Do you have any advice for people who are expecting their baby?
Oh. Pray.
What age did you let Brianna have a channel? Your son will be 10 in November. How old were you when you had your channel?
10.
Were you 10 or 11? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I filmed your first video, did I not?
Yeah.
I held it. I was your first cameraman. Classic.
These two were into YouTube,
Yeah.
and I was not so much. So we have 6, and just starting to budget. What's the best thing to do starting off? I don't know if I'm going to talk about budgeting in general.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
Get the ball rolling.
Oh, for talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Getting started budgeting. I think the very first thing that you need to do is to figure out exactly what your bills are, what you need to get by.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes people really don't know what they're paying out. So that's
important.
You need to know exactly what your bills are, and then figure out what you make. And then I'm talking about your minimum bills. I'm talking about your power, your water, your house payment, your car insurance if you need that where you live, your gas, your food, all those necessary items.
Yeah.
And then everything else, you need to figure out what you got left over. And then you need to sort everything else into that. I think a lot of times people really just aren't aware of those things. They don't want to think about it. They're intimidated by it. But you need to actually sit down and know your numbers. You need to actually be aware of what's going on. So
don't be scared.
I'm wasting food and money because I'm trying to learn to cook for 2 again since my son moved out. I told her, I know. What's Brianna doing loudly? She's chopping potatoes. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
And playing on her phone when she's not chopping her potatoes. But yeah, somebody asked if I plan to go back to work after Brianna leaves, but I'm working now. So do you think praying should be... Do you think praying should try to save while paying off debt?
What was it?
I'm not sure. I didn't understand the question, so go ahead and rephrase it for me, and I'll make sure we answer it. But anyway, I said you should definitely just sit down and figure out your paperwork.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Anything else?
Well, you have to know what you have to spend money on.
Sorry about that.
And because that money has to go out, and then I agree with you. And see what you have left. And to see if there's any bills that you have that you can get rid of. You know, sometimes people have bills that aren't necessary, and is there anything that you can pay off and limit?
Or do without.
Yeah. So I think it's just get organized, know exactly what's going where and what you need, and distinguish your needs from your wants.
Yes.
You know, because many times our wants they seem more important than they are, you know. And what was it? It's about having a baby.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of your wants have to go.
That's true.
You know, now it's needs. And it's pretty much all needs for about 20 years. Sorry.
I remember when we were younger, before the kids were born, and he had this, like, every paycheck he would get, like, a CD. This was back in CD time, guys. And so...
CD.
So he would get a CD every time he got paid.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things that after the kids were born, it was like, well, he couldn't buy a CD every time he got paid. And it seems like a small thing, like you couldn't like have $10, $20 or whatever every time you get paid. But it was a big deal to let go of it. So let's see, what goals do you have as a couple? I agree. We cut Netflix and Hulu. It's true. We have credit card debts. My husband has a school loan. loan's really high, one credit card's really low, and one in the middle. What's best to go after first? If you guys don't follow Dave Ramsey, I'm sure Rick feels the same way. We would recommend going. Dave Ramsey is just the easiest way to explain it. I mean, otherwise we'd have to sit down with each individual and go through all their paperwork and look at different circumstances and figure out what's the best way to do it. But if you don't know about Dave Ramsey, you should definitely look him up and go through his way in terms of paying off debt. And somebody asked the question, should people save while paying off debt? Because that's one of those tricky things. If you owe people money, should you still be putting money away to save? I can't speak for everyone. I think the way we do it is we just pay the debt.
Yeah. I you know.
Otherwise, we feel like we're stealing from
everybody
someone else.
sees it differently, I guess, but I don't like to save when I owe.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have some money set aside. I don't like to have no money set aside. I mean, we do like to have a couple of $100.
But if we're talking an amount size.
Yeah, not like saving for a big project at the same time as you're paying off debt. That's counterproductive. You know, you don't save for a down payment on a house while you're paying off debt. You pay off the debt, then you save for a down payment on a house.
Right.
But in terms of an emergency fund, like having a little bit set aside, you need that. Make sure you have that.
Well, I see that as different.
Yeah. So that was that. I had a couple other questions pop up, but I missed them. So
they don't last too long.
No, on this that we don't see them for too very long, and we don't have a laptop at the moment. So I'm trying to remember what things I saw. But anyway, if you want to do a Dave Ramsey plan, we highly recommend that. Somebody said something about creating goals together. Yeah, the kids are all running around behind the scenes. I'm sure you hear them because they're hungry.
Yeah.
But anyway, creating goals together. I think that we do a lot of that. We're constantly catching up on goals, but we've been together so long, a long time since we were kids.
I'm just kidding.
So we really kind of know where each other stands.
Yeah.
Because we've kind of grown together over the years. How can I become more disciplined to not always buy what I want and just what I need? Oh, Destiny, you ask a difficult question.
Yeah.
You got any thoughts on discipline?
Pretty much.
Brian said pray.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, really, just do it. I don't know, you just have to get to a point that you just want to be disciplined. You know, you just have to, it's a commitment. And I think the best way is just to jump right into it and just do a complete 180. Because as long as you drag your feet and try to,
reason it out.
Yeah, you'll keep going back to what you were doing before. You know.
One thing I'll say, this is kind of a side note. This is related to you. When we were first married, we had this other friends that were couples, right? I do prefer to bring cash to the grocery store. That's a side note. So we had this other friends that were couples, and the wife and I, right? We both struggled with housework, right? And we were telling our husbands it would be so much easier if you guys would write us a list. Yeah, you should do that somewhere else. You're really, really super loud with that. Thank you. This is right here by the camera. Thank you. No, you're fine. But anyway, we asked them to write us a list and be like, this is what we want you to do today. And we thought we were brilliant. We were like, yeah, you write us a list and we'll know exactly what you do during the day and we'll make sure the housework is done and you'll be happy and everybody will be happy and it'll be great. And Rick was quiet because this is how he is. And my friend's husband looked at us. He's from the Philippines, so I have to do it in the accent because otherwise it's not funny. But forgive the accent.
I know what you're saying.
But anyway, he goes, "Why you need a list? The dish dirty, wash it." And he said, "The floor clean or dirty, clean it." Yeah. And he's like, "You don't need a list. Just do it." And we were so hurt. We thought we had this brilliant plan. We were on it. We were like, yeah, list. That'd be great. Everybody be happy. And so, anyway, so I kind of like that with disciplining yourself with money. You want somebody to hold, what it was we wanted somebody to hold us accountable, right? We wanted somebody to tell us exactly what to do and when to do it, and then we didn't have to stress out about it. It was easier if there was somebody there holding us accountable and saying, you're doing this. And then we could say, okay, it's you. for you to do something on your own and not have somebody hold you accountable is hard.
Yeah.
But you just have to kind of get to that point that you're ready to say, okay, I'm an adult and I don't really need somebody telling me what to do. This is what needs to be done and I'm doing it. So it's a challenge. We've kind of gotten housework kind of okay.
Mm-hmm.
It takes time, it takes years, but
We're a lot better than we used to be.
we were. And you got to give yourself credit for that. If you're struggling in the area of discipline, just take a small step. But go ahead.
Well, may I say, and it may be a different thought, but if you're struggling with willpower and be disciplined, then maybe possibly you could find some friends or something that are disciplined. Because usually, if you'll be like the people you're around. So find somebody who's really good with money and pair up with them. So.
Yeah, I do think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like if you're, if you want to be healthy, you find some healthy people and you're friends with them. Mm-hmm. It's hard to be super healthy if your friends all go to McDonald's.
That's true. One of the great things people do in the Frugal Family Food Facebook group is there's constantly challenges. Like people have no spend months, and not everybody in the group does it. There's 27,000 people that are in the group. So, it's just one of those things. And you say, Destiny's saying she's in her last year of college, which is why discipline's hard. It is hard when you're busy, too, because your mind is on so many different things, and it's really hard to just nail down that one thing. So busyness does get in the way.
Last year of college. Your life's going to change again real soon anyway. So.
Yeah. But it's good to get in the habit now. So force out what you can.
Sure.
Make it work. You're an adult. You can handle it. You really can. It'll be okay. And it'll be worth it. It's like anything else, once you do it for a little while and you see the fruit of it, then you want to keep doing it. Mm-hmm. But I like the idea, like he said, of teaming up with other people. It's like I said in Frugal Family Food, so many folks are like, yeah, it was so hard, and then I look and see you guys, and then I want to do it. So folks are saying buying a bulk is a good idea as long as you don't buy too much or stock up, because you end up spending more and spacing it out. My problem with buying in bulk, I don't really have a problem per se with buying in bulk, but we don't have a lot of storage space.
That's true.
I don't have a video about saving for children's education because we don't believe in it. Side note. So buying in bulk doesn't work for us because we don't have a lot of space, but also because I usually don't have a large budget amount to spend all at one time. So it doesn't work for me to buy a whole bunch of things at one time. About the kids' education. Thoughts on the kids' education?
Tell me what the question is.
She said about saving for the kids' education.
Oh, well, we haven't necessarily. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, we haven't done it.
I'm not look down on anyone who does.
No,
I have
by
several
no means.
people in my family.
I'm just saying I can't talk about it because we don't do it.
Yeah.
No, I think it's been really good the way that the kids have done their college.
Right. I think so too. It helps grow them responsibility and such. That now that you get to a certain age, you want to be an adult. All right, it's time to really be a grown up. Yeah. So I'll give you the quick rundown of how we did college debt free, but this is not the full explanation. We want to do a whole separate thing on that. Brian and I are working on that. So college debt free. First thing. Most everybody here in the United States, the first thing you need to do is definitely apply for financial aid. Just see what you can get. Because most everybody in most of the colleges in the United States, you're going to get some kind of financial aid. So you want to start there just to see what's available to you, and then you'll know what you have left. And then other things we did. Brian and I took CLEP exams. Yes. And
those are college level exams. I think I have a video on them somewhere. Brian has a video. Yeah, it's definitely on the channel. So we did CLEP exams where we tested out of some courses, and you can do that, and you get college credit for it. And the tests are about $100, and the courses, we got, one test was like 6 college credits. So you're talking right there probably $1,000 that we saved, not even including gas going back and forth or the time or just what you do. So the CLEP exams, that was one way. And then they also, both boys have done community college first and then transfer to a 4-year university. So that's a major savings. Here's another thing that I think is important. It helped Brian, not necessarily Ricky in this particular area, but they do not change their major.
Yes.
Because we have seen a lot of people that, and this did happen to Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky had to do some extra time and spend some more money because he changed his major. I don't recommend that. I recommend staying the course. I think Ricky, in retrospect, wished he had stayed the course and continued with the 1 degree and been done.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you change your major all the time, you got to take extra classes and you're spending a lot of money.
Is there. You're there forever.
Also, make sure you plan ahead. Make sure your 4-year university, you have already contacted them and know exactly what they need from you from your 2-year university, because you don't want to waste time doing any classes that you're not going to need for that 4-year university. And you want to specifically be flexible in both the 2-year university and the 4-year university. A lot of times people get their heart set on a certain college.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Find what's least expensive, that works for you, and do that. Yeah, you're not into the college thing, I know.
No, but she's thought it out. Isn't this good?
Because we were serious about this.
I'm learning.
Yeah. This is he doesn't do all of this stuff. I just handle all the paperwork stuff.
I'm just glad it works out.
No, his whole solution was work. So he's like, work. I love technical trade school. I wished one of the boys would have done a trade rather than gone to college, but neither boy, that was their particular interest. So anyway, so there's those things. So making sure that you're picking an inexpensive college option.
Yes.
Which I think is something that people get caught up in. They want particular universities, and it's not the best choice for them. I also recommend online universities because you're also saving the cost of driving back and forth. If you can do that. Ricky can't do online. It's not his thing, so he'll actually go. And then, oh my word, there's so many other things. Work. That's your thing. Work. Go to work. Both boys worked.
Yep.
Brian worked full-time. Ricky has 2 part-time jobs. And they work and they go to school. And they're tired. But they do it. So all the little details add up, and eventually you end up with debt-free. And if you can't pay for the class, online university doesn't necessarily cost more. Online universities do, if you're looking at those universities, what are they called? Brian, can you think of what they're called? The universities that are online that are just mostly for profit. I think there's a name for them, and I can't think of what it is. Anyway, he's looking at me.
University?
Yeah, they're
something like that.
Yeah, they're ones that are just for profit, not
Google
those.
it.
He went online at Western Carolina University, which is a state university, and they have online programs.
Yeah.
And so he was able to go as an in-state student to an in-state college with their online classes, and all of it was less expensive. I think, was it like a little over $2,000 a semester?
For
Western. Mm-hmm.
Something.
Yeah, it was like
pretty close.
Something like that. So, so it was really, really inexpensive. And that was for a full-time semester. And that was before all of his scholarships. Could he get his degree faster if he went online? Not necessarily. Western had it very structured that you had to go in a certain order, and it had to take a certain amount of time. Another thing I'll say about Western is Brian and I both went to Western at the same time, right? He had straight A's from his time in community college. I had 2 B's. 2 B's. And he got $3,000 more than I did in scholarships. Because I had 2 B's. So, seriously, your grades do count. Particularly if you're doing a community college. So make sure you pay attention to your grades. All A's, he got $3,000 more. I was depressed. So, let's see. My son had in-state tuition. Yep. In-state is definitely a good choice. And saved $100 of credit by going to the college. It would have cost him $1,500 more online. Yep. You definitely want to... and you do want to let your kids live at home if you can. I do think it's a good idea for them to go in the dorm. Ricky, we're planning on letting him go live in the dorm next year if we can swing it.
Yeah.
You're still happy about it financially, or just him?
No, he can go if we can swing it.
But there's
If the Lord provides.
exactly. If we can swing it, Ricky will go.
We'll see.
But it's not a definite. But the reason why we're willing to spend the money is because it's not all about the academics. There are things that we want him to experience, Ricky in particular, in college, that we think that would be valuable. He's not going to go 4 years with that. That's just for a couple years because he's already got a couple years in the line. So anyway, how do we budget for clothing? We have a little bit of money that we set aside every month, and that's our clothing budget. It's like anything else.
Don't wear your clothes out.
Yeah. Oh, my word, no. And we do kind of wear the same things all the time, but that's okay. We're simple people. So I think that covers all the college stuff. I could go on about college forever.
Yeah. I'm glad I could really give you a lot of input.
Yeah. Oh, but he's here. He's here.
I'm in
He's
the
hanging out with us. It's 9:01 a.m. in Melbourne. Can you do thrift hauls when you thrift again? I would love to. We have not really done very much thrifting this summer. This summer I was busy with remember I had the whole mouth situation with the oral surgery? So I didn't get out very much, and it just didn't happen very much this summer. So what's my clothing budget, if you don't mind me asking? Well, we do not currently budget for the boys.
Yeah.
Ricky's 18. Brian's working on 21. They both work.
Yeah, they get their own things.
So we don't budget for them.
As far as we go.
I was going to say, the only budget that we have is for me and Rick and Brianna. And we have budgeted $40 a month.
Yeah.
For all of us.
And I don't necessarily even use it.
And we almost never use it.
I mean,
if we do use it, we use it in like one bulk shop.
Yeah. I mean, if something wears out, you get a new pair of shoes or something. But, you know.
What do you do if Brianna has bad grades? She does not, because she's homeschooled. So she will work until it's the grade that she needs to have.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's my take on chicken nuggets? They're delicious. Hello, Arkansas. Yep. How are we on time? Brian, can you give me a time check, please? I want to make sure we're good because we're looking at... Oh,
I got you.
Rick's got it under
7:03. What are we going for?
We've got about 10 minutes left.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What's my best tip for daily meal planning? Use what you have in the house. He's posting to Instagram.
Yes.
Okay. Really trying to budget better for groceries. Oh, you're doing a really good job, from 900 to 400. How long did it take you to master your shopping budget? Not too long, because it was kind of necessary when we got our budget down. Like, that's what we had, or we couldn't eat, so we had to work it out. But when you're talking about discipline, that takes a little while to master. So let's see. Should I go after the small credit card first? Follow Dave Ramsey, guys. I can't look at your individual situation. I don't want to lead you wrong. So follow Dave Ramsey when you're trying to figure out which one to pay off first.
Dave is good.
Yeah, he does a really good job. We did Crown Financial Ministries years ago, and that was before Dave Ramsey was kind of big. I had a book from Crown Financial that I used, and that was when we first started thinking about budgeting our money.
Yeah.
But Dave Ramsey does a really great job with his plan, and so organized. And you have so many access to so many free things online. That's the way to go. Just go that direction. I'm sure it'll be a help and a blessing to you. So, all right. I want to think of something that you can talk about budgeting.
Well,
Rick's whole budgeting plan is don't spend any money.
listening. Yeah.
He's not a big spender.
No.
No, he's a simple guy. He keeps everything. He'll like buy a pair of shoes and have it for 20 years.
That is true.
Seriously.
I have a coat that I bought before Ricky, who just turned 18, was born, I think. The sleeves have holes in them.
Worn out.
I keep wearing it.
Yeah, but that's
budgeting.
That's budgeting.
That's budgeting. Don't spend it.
Yes. Seriously, though. Seriously.
I want it, but I'm not going to get it.
Nope.
I need it, but not this month.
Any spiritual
budgeting.
Any spiritual videos on the way? Rick puts one on Instagram. Do you do it every day?
No.
Just a little 1 minute something or other.
I want to.
We do want to have some
Haven't yet.
on this channel. I just haven't had any time this month because we have been so busy. Is there a place aside from the videos to see physical recipes? You can see some. I do some live on the Frugal Family Food Group if you want to check the videos there. How old is Old Blue?
About year, 2 years maybe, 1 year or 2 years.
Yeah, he has a collection of cups and saucers.
Yeah.
So he had another
Every
cup
man
and saucer.
does.
Before.
No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I used to have another cup, and so I had a white cup, and then I noticed the coffee was starting to stain it, and I thought this just is ruining the experience, a stained cup. So we went into a thrift store one day, and I saw the blue cup.
And I think they were a nickel.
And I thought, now that'll hide a coffee stain, and then we met that day.
You and Old Blue.
Yeah.
Somebody asked how we met. We worked together.
Yeah, met her. It was a grocery store.
Yes. My whole life is grocery stores.
She already worked there. I got a job there in March or.
And my
April.
grandfather owned a grocery store. It's weird how much grocery stores factor into my life.
Yeah.
But.
So that's how we met.
I was his boss.
One of many, but yes.
Yes. He was a good employee.
Yeah.
Yep. I always joke that I knew he was going to be a good husband because his clothes were crisply ironed. And I asked him, I was like, did your mom iron that? And he was like, I did. So offended that I even dared ask
sweet.
him. And he was always showed up for a shift, which not all the teenage guys did at the time.
Yeah.
And anything that we asked him to do, he did.
Oh,
and he
sure.
just made sure it was done, and it was done well. And he was nice to everyone. Even there were some folks with some disabilities that worked with us, and Rick was always more than nice, like super, super kind. Like would sit and have lunch with them and just be really kind to them. Which again, not all the teenage boys were that way. So I knew he was going to be a great husband, and I snatched him up as quick as I could. And he let me.
All right, thank you.
He let me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We should do a meet and greet. We're going to do a meet and greet. Well, I am. I'm going to be doing a meet and greet at the Home Centers of America conference. And we're going to be checking out with all you guys and saying hi. But I'm trying to see all these comments here. What kind of work do you do, Rick? He works in a grocery store still.
Still, yeah.
Yep, my husband wears everything out before he buys. Yep. He is great. What fun, cheap activities do you do as a couple?
We do live events. They're fun.
We don't run.
Yeah.
Because that's not his thing.
Yeah. We're always running out of time.
Yeah, I know, for real. Can we do a meet and greet in Kansas perhaps one day?
Oh,
I don't think
never
we're
been
heading
to
west.
Kansas.
Yeah, and we haven't.
I want to travel one day.
We do have plans to travel in the future. In fact, we have lots of plans to travel next year. So hopefully we'll be getting around and saying hello to everyone. We even have plans to travel around the world. So you folks who aren't in the U.S., maybe we'll see you. Okay, I know lots of you guys are in Australia, and I would love to head over there. That would be so much fun, right? California, I've been to California.
I want to I want to try the Australian candies because they look so good.
Australian candies.
Brianna's excited
Like Tim
about
Tams
Australia.
and.
So if we go to Australia, we'll let you guys know. Can you check the time for me? In fact, could you just keep it out?
Here we go.
Do sales in the grocery
7:10.
store?
What are we shooting for?
Yep. Come to Georgia.
5 more minutes.
Georgia'd
Georgia.
be easy. We're not too far
I think we've
from
been
Georgia.
to Georgia, have we
We
not?
have been to Georgia. Kansas City, Missouri. That would be cool. Australian things as in food. Yes, that's what you want. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Climb the Harbor Bridge. That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
They said just stay away from Vegemite.
Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos.
I don't think we could handle that, but I'm a little scared about Australia. Colorado, yay. Yeah, there's a lot of places we'd love to go. We'd love to do a whole big travel thing, but next year. Brianna's got 2 more years of high school, really a year and a half, and then she'll be graduated, and then we're free. We can do whatever we want. Go wherever we want. So that's our main plan. Okay, so that is it. We're going to go ahead and finish up. We got our dinner just about ready, although I'm looking at... Is there no lid on the potatoes?
There is.
There is a lid on the potatoes. Okay. They're boiling over a little bit. So we're gonna go finish up this dinner.
Yes.
And we really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And if you have any more questions, you guys can just leave them on Facebook for us, and we will make sure that we try to answer those next time we have a live event. Yep. And just a heads up too, we are switching the live event from Fridays to Tuesdays, so we don't have to cut them so short.
Yep.
Especially as the time is getting a little bit different.
But not this coming Tuesday.
Nope, we will keep you posted. I think we're going to do it when the time changes. Here in the United States, we have a time change.
Come to Canada.
So, come to Canada. I'd love to go to Canada.
Yeah.
I wanted to move there for the longest time.
She did.
Side note. Anyway, but not to leave you Australia folks out, Ricky has a love for Australia. He wanted to move there for a really long time. All right, we're going to go eat our dinner.
Yes.
You guys have a good night.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time.
Say bye. There you go.
He's filming for Instagram.
Bye. Yeah, there's Brianna.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.